I have learned that my body is perfect. I am so proud of my body and I am so thankful for my body. My body has done so many amazing things for me. It allows me, to exist in this world, and it allows me to have a lot of fun and have a lot of pleasure.
Okay, so we have to do an update on Rose Montoya. Y'all remember Rose Montoya, the guy that flashed his fake tits at the White House when Joe Biden hosted that taxpayer-funded gay block party? This guy. So initially he was extremely resistant to any type of criticism, and he attacked the right for having issue with what he did. Take a look at this.
It has recently come to my attention that conservatives are trying to use the video of me topless at the White House to try to call the community groomers, etc. And I would just like to say that, first of all, going topless in Washington, D.C. is legal. And I fully support the movement in freeing the nipple, because why is my chest now deemed inappropriate or illegal when I show it off? However, before coming out as trans, it was not.
So him being part of the protected coddle community, he didn't give a damn about what anybody on the right said, what any decent person had to say. But now the tides have shifted. Some of his own people have come after him. So he ended up issuing one of the most half-ass apologies that you'll ever see. But before we take a look at that, let's look at some of this rainbow backlash that he had to suffer.
Are we topless at the White House?
As a trans woman, Rose Montoya, this is absolutely disgraceful. You were not on Bourbon Street, honey, during Mardi Gras. You're at the White House. Get it the fuck together. We are living in extremely fraught and politically charged times where trans people are continually being scapegoated and attacked by the right, and stunts like these do nothing but fuel more conservative hate towards us and lessen our credibility as a marginalized social group that is seeking acceptance and political equity. There are kids there, girl, and we're all fighting right now.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say about that. Let's look at some of the comments. And she acting like she doesn't get why she's getting backlash. There were children there. Rose Montoya received a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to represent their community at a national level event, and they took the opportunity to show. It goes on, but I don't care enough. But yeah, hey, Rose Montoya showed what they're really about, because I've seen these other clips. I've seen all these other parades, and they're a bunch of sexual deviants. Let's look at this clip here. Some more backlash.
It has recently come to my attention that conservatives are trying to use the...
I'm sorry, but as a transgender woman, it's not just conservatives that are taking issue with this video of you topless at the White House. It's actually a lot more of us. I think it's a really bad look for the trans community to be doing stuff like this, especially in a time where people are trying.
Yeah, you get it. Co-signers, yes ma'am. Like, we get it. It's legal to be topless. It's legal in my city too, but no one is doing that at events with children and at Capitol buildings. Where's all this backlash when they take these children to these strip clubs? I mean, these drag shows. Because I've seen some horrific stuff. Where are all these people saying this stuff? Perfectly said, it's not even because she's a trans woman. As you said, this behavior from anyone else is disrespectful. All right. And after all of that backlash, since his own people came after him, now he wants to really apologize. So we're going to take a look at that clip.
Today I need to apologize. Earlier this month, I was invited by the White House to attend a Pride celebration with both President Biden and Dr. Biden. I, alongside other powerful voices in the queer and trans communities, were invited to be represented, seen, and heard in unique and a very special way. As anti-2S LGBTQIA+, especially anti-trans violence and legislation runs rampant across our country, I was proud.
You hear that? He's already trying to divert. Oh, the anti-trans legislation and all of this.
Proud to be invited to speak at the National Press Club during my trip to Washington, D.C., in order to speak about transgender people and experiences at the highest levels of our nation. In a quick moment of fleeting and overwhelming trans joy, I decided to do something unbecoming of a guest of the president at the White House lawn celebration.
This is so inauthentic. Like I said in the previous video, he got his clout. He didn't give a damn about what he did. He didn't give a damn about disgracing the White House grounds, dishonoring the American flag. He didn't care, but now, since his own people after him, he wants to give a fake apology. This man doesn't care. Just look at his facial expression.
More so than ever before, I have learned how powerful and just how impactful my actions are, and how impactful it is when we share our stories and experiences and how we do so with the world. I want to take this moment to apologize for the impact of my actions. I especially want to apologize to my Black trans brothers and siblings, especially transgender women who are Black, because I understand that you all are constantly, at a disproportionate level, impacted by the actions of others, and especially by anti-trans violence. I would also like to apologize to my family and friends who have been harassed. I would also like to apologize to my own community, the 2S LGBTQIA+ community. And last but not least, I would like to apologize to the president, the White House, and the nation. It was also never my intention to create a situation that would lead to harassment and harm of myself and others, nor for trans joy, like my little moment of trans joy, to be weaponized by vile people of the opposition. Moving forward, I am committed to using this moment as a catalyst for creating positive change, both within myself and within the broader community and the world at large. It is my sincere intention to actively promote empathy, equity, inclusion, and understanding through my words and my actions and my advocacy efforts.
Buzzwords.
I also feel energized to educate and articulate to others the importance and power of trans joy in a more effective way. Finally, as I work to engage in meaningful conversations with my community and my allies, I would like to ask for everyone, especially media outlets and journalists, to please respect mine, my family's, my friends, and my loved ones' privacy during this time. I am
So now you want privacy. After you publicize what you did to the whole nation on the White House grounds, now you want privacy.
unavailable for additional comments, and I will not be conducting interviews at this time. Thank you so much for listening.
Yeah. As you can see, he's blaming everyone but himself. Oh, it's the legislation, the Republicans. They're putting out legislation that are against trans people. It's all the homophobes. It's all these people committing violence against the LGBT community. It's not my fault. Showing tits in D.C. is legal. Even fake tits. He was there talking about trans joy. Didn't give a damn that the president was there. He didn't give a damn that people were watching, children were watching, because he's just another sexual deviant. But now he feels like he needs to apologize in order to make things right with his fellow rainbow alphabet people. But their entire video was a facade. He's enjoying his 15 minutes of fame. But I'm glad it happened. I'm glad he did exactly what he did, because way more people see these people for what they are. They say, oh, it's just a harmless drag show. Bring your children, when they have men and thongs over there dancing, giving lap dances to little girls. They have little girls dancing and twirling around while a bunch of half-naked men are around them lusting. They have little boys walking around topless around a bunch of half-naked men dressed up as women. And they say, oh, it's just harmless fun. They have all these parades, and like the famous parade where the guy was in a thong getting paddled by another guy, because these men like to get blanked and a blank by another man. I'm glad he exposed how deviant a lot of these people get. So what do you think? You think his apology was sincere? You think he's full of it? Leave me your thoughts down in the comments below. Thanks for watching.
Do you remember that one night when we fell in love? What we had felt so right.